Every year, a countless number of video games are released to the public. Some big, some small, some that will never even see the light of day. Doomed to be forgotten and left somewhere, probably outside New Mexico, in a giant landfill. That seems about right. I know a lot of things that were buried and forgotten in the New Mexico landfill, or, as we call it, the tar pit. Every year has its heavy hitters, the ones that stick around in the public eye for a few months. Every year has its heavy hitters, the ones that stick around in the public eye for a while before slowly dying and falling into obscurity. Now, just because a game is announced dead doesn't mean that it's not popular in some shape or form. But in this era of live service titles, we're seeing a lot more games come and go at a very rapid pace. But every once in a while, something spectacular happens. Instead of being shot in the back of an Outback Steakhouse and being left for dead, sometimes a game will be able to recover the dead after a few months syndrome. Trademark, copyright. Don't fucking step on me, I'll kill you. Instead, they only become better, more popular, and in some cases, just refuse to die. And that's what I want to talk about right now. Now, I'm obviously not going to talk about every game that could fall into this category because I've only played so many games and I'm only one guy, so, we're going off, your boy. But, you might see something in here you like. Maybe something you've played or still play, or maybe something you weren't even expecting. Guess we'll have to watch the end to find out. Sorry, I'll never say that again. I apologize. All that being said, let's dive in. Starting off strong with Team Fortress 2. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past couple years or living a successful life, TF2 has just received its first somewhat major update in years. When it comes to games that refuse to die, this one's one of the GOATs. Like I just mentioned, the last time this game got a major update was 2017. A gap this long between updates is a death sentence for any other video game. Like, ring the goddamn church bell and get the choir boys ready, we got another one pining for the fields. But TF2 said fuck that and kept on living. Through the lack of new content and the great bot invasion, this game truly just said fuck you to death God knows how many times. It refused to go quietly into that good night. Throughout this game's drought, it was able to consistently have a 5-digit player count. And after the summer update dropped, need I say more? This game is the textbook definition of a comeback story. If you look up comeback in the dictionary, you get a beautiful photo of Sean Murray shotgunning a beer while driving a speedboat into the sunset. This game launched in an absolutely abysmal state. From the terrible gameplay loop all the way to the $60 price tag, this game was rightfully labeled dead on arrival. But No Man's Sky said fuck that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm gonna vomit. And this game is still getting major updates and is played by thousands of people and loved by a community of that many people. I'm not gonna look it up right now. But look at them all having fun. I'm gonna burn their fucking houses down. That has nothing to do with the game. That's a threat. It went from cautionary tale about biting off more than you can chew. It ended up being a redemption arc written as well as something you'd see on, I don't know, fucking One Piece or something. Like, it was beautiful. Made me cry. If you want to know more, there's an absolutely amazing video by internet historian. Chances are you've already seen it. I mean, that guy towers over me like a fucking Goliath. But if you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description because it is a fucking great video and it is fascinating to see what those devs went through. Holy shit. Just like No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk 2077 was seen as one of the most anticipated games of all time for many people. The hype train up to launch was absolutely intoxicating and caught up many people in the wave of excitement it brought with it.
Hey, I've seen this one.
Just like No Man's Sky only 4 years prior, this game launched in an absolutely unacceptable state. From the lack of many RPG elements like a branching storyline, a really cool in-depth skill trees, a functioning AI, functioning world, functioning. Now this game did have a phenomenal story and some stellar voice acting, but that was not enough to save this sinking ship. We had witnessed yet another game labeled dead upon arrival, and that way it would remain. Until, when all else fails, leave it to Japan and sexy anime women to save a game from the pits of public opinion. Edgerunners was a brand new show from the legendary Studio Trigger, who is also known for making other masterpieces like Little Witch Academia. I'm sure they made some other stuff, but that's all that really fucking matters. This show popped off when it came out and got great reviews. But it wasn't the only thing to pop off. Holy shit. But wait, there's more. It also became CD Projekt Red's third best quarter in their history. All thanks to this depressing little bundle of fun. So this may seem like a very odd pick to many of you, but trust me, if you know, you know. Out of all the games that released in 2015, Black Ops 3 is the one that I revisit the most. Whereas most Call of Duty games die like a year after release, Black Ops 3 was special. Do you want to know why? Well, I'll tell you why. If you shut the fuck up, sit down, and don't stand up again, you little prick! I'm sorry. Black Ops 3 has the best iteration of Call of Duty Zombies to date. From the best gameplay loop to the just absolute obscene map selection. Like, look at those fucking guys. It is no wonder why Black Ops 3 still gets thousands of reoccurring players. And if that wasn't enough, let's not forget about a little thing called custom zombies. Upon entering the Steam Workshop, you are awarded with countless hours of community-made Black Ops 3 Zombies content. Some great, some bad, some worse. And that's why this game is the most revisited Call of Duty for many people. And until another game comes along with zombie content like this, I don't see it getting dethroned anytime soon. Anyway, last, but most certainly not least, I mean, come on, you knew it was coming. It needs no introduction. This game is the living, breathing definition of I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. From its humble roots all the way to today, Minecraft has truly earned the title of video game. The memories many of us have tied to this game, along with the incredible, perfect gameplay loop, mixes all together in a big gooey cauldron. It's a steel cauldron with a gooey substance. There we go. It gives us a game that you at least revisit once a year, if not every few months. This game is one bad day away from cult status. And I ain't talking about cult following, I'm talking about Jonestown. That is why I believe that Minecraft is the true poster child of games that refuse to die. Thank you. Have a good night. Oh. No, seriously, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you have a good day. Subscribe for more content. And check out the second channel. Some fun shit over there. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. You got to learn that out. You got to figure that out for yourself. You little adventurer, you little expeditionary man. Little Neil Armstrong with a craft box and a couple of pairs of shoes. I'll see you soon. I know you miss me. I miss me every day. Every time I wake up, I'm like, oh, where am I? There I am. That's a lie. Every time I wake up, I want to fucking throw myself out the window.